how do you improve communication in a relationship? We're going to rate each one of them out of ease of doing it and effectiveness of doing it.
Active listening is a crucial skill for improving communication. It involves fully concentrating on what your partner is saying, understanding their message, and responding thoughtfully. To practice active listening, maintain eye contact, avoid interrupting, and paraphrase what you've heard to ensure understanding. This technique helps reduce misunderstandings and shows your partner that you value their thoughts and feelings. It can significantly improve the quality of your conversations and strengthen your emotional connection.
So this is rated 7 for ease and 9 for effectiveness. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments below.
Setting aside dedicated time for open, honest conversations about your relationship can prevent small issues from escalating. Choose a time when both partners are relaxed and free from distractions, perhaps once a week or bi-weekly. During these check-ins, discuss any concerns, share positive experiences, and set goals for your relationship. This regular practice ensures that both partners have a safe space to express themselves and address any brewing issues before they become major problems.
What do you think about this one? It sounds a bit formal to me, but have you tried it? Or if you do try it, let us know in the comments below. There are people watching this who may read the comments and like what you put.
When discussing problems, frame your concerns using I statements rather than you statements. For example, say, "I feel frustrated when plans change last minute," instead of "you always cancel our plans." This approach helps prevent your partner from feeling attacked or becoming defensive. It focuses on expressing your feelings and experiences rather than placing blame, which can lead to more productive conversations and problem solving. While it may take some practice to reframe your thoughts this way, statements can significantly reduce conflict.
So this is rated 8 for ease and 8 for effectiveness. That surprises me. The default is easy to say you do this rather than I feel or I do. It just doesn't come naturally, does it? So I reckon it might be a little bit harder than 8. Do you do this? What do you think?
Digital distractions can significantly hinder communication. Establish a rule to put away phones and other devices during dedicated couple time, such as meals or date nights. This practice ensures that you're fully present with each other, encouraging more meaningful conversations and deeper connection. It also demonstrates that you prioritize your relationship over external distractions. While it might feel challenging at first, especially for those accustomed to constant connectivity, the benefits to your communication and intimacy can be substantial.
I agree with this one. People are glued to the phones way too much. Now, I know I'm a bit older and I can remember a time before you had phones and all the rest of it. But even now, even if you're 20 years old, you look around and everyone's buried in the phone. I think it is right that there are times to say, let's just not use our phone for the next half hour or something. It's not gonna kill you not to pick up your phone for half an hour. 7 for ease and 8 for effectiveness. I reckon it's higher than that. I reckon easy, it's so easy, like, okay, for the next half hour, putting my phone down. What do you think? Do you think it's easy?
People have different communication preferences and needs. Some may prefer direct conversations, while others need time to process before responding. Understanding and respecting these differences can greatly improve your interactions. Take time to discuss and identify each other's communication styles. This might involve taking personality tests together, or simply observing and discussing your patterns. Once you understand these differences, you can adapt your approach to better suit your partner's needs. This process requires patience and empathy, but it can lead to more effective and harmonious communication in the long run.
I know I tend to say what I think without thinking, which is probably a problem, and my wife likes to think things through, which is to me a problem. I like to just say it and she likes to think about it. So it's a matter of finding your style. See, the thing is with relationships, you start out because you do things a certain way and you've done it for a long time, and now you've got to work out how to do it with other people. But here's the thing. Do you want to be alone for the rest of your life, or do you want someone around to share the good and bad times with you? And if you do, you have to reach a bit of middle ground. 6 for ease, 9 for effectiveness.
Empathy involves trying to understand your partner's perspective and feelings, even if you disagree. Validation means acknowledging those feelings as valid and important. When your partner expresses themselves, try to put yourself in their shoes. Respond with phrases like, "I can see why you'd feel that way," or "that must be difficult for you." This approach helps your partner feel heard and understood, which can diffuse tension and promote openness. While it can be challenging, especially during disagreements, practicing empathy and validation can significantly improve the emotional climate of your relationship.
I think that makes sense. 6 for ease and 9 for effectiveness. Yep, I agree with that.
Professional guidance can provide valuable tools and insights for improving communication. Couples workshops or therapy sessions offer a structured environment to learn and practice effective communication techniques. A trained therapist can help identify destructive patterns in your communication and provide strategies to overcome them. They can also mediate difficult conversations and teach conflict resolution skills. While it requires time, effort, and potentially financial investment, professional help can lead to transformative improvements in your relationship's communication.
Do you hate the idea of therapy? I don't know, everyone seems to go along to therapy. I don't know, maybe I'm old school, but anyway, therapy, there is a time, and they're trained, and they can think of things that you perhaps haven't thought. Ease is 6, effectiveness is 9.
This structured communication exercise involves one partner speaking while the other listens, then switching roles. The speaker holds an object to signify it's their turn to speak uninterrupted. The listener then paraphrases what they heard before responding. This technique ensures that both partners have the opportunity to express themselves fully and feel heard. It can be particularly useful during heated discussions or when tackling complex issues. While it may feel artificial at first, this technique can help break negative communication cycles and promote mutual understanding.
I'm not sure about this one. Have you tried it? Or if you do try it, put a comment below and tell us what you think. How did it go? Ease is 7, effectiveness 8.
Regularly expressing gratitude and appreciation can significantly improve the tone of your communication. Make a habit of acknowledging your partner's positive actions, qualities, or efforts, no matter how small. This practice creates a more positive atmosphere in your relationship, making it easier to address problems when they arise. It also helps both partners feel valued and understood, which can increase openness and vulnerability in communication. This is relatively easy to implement and can quickly yield positive results in your relationship's overall communication climate.
I reckon that's a good one. Ease 8, effectiveness 8.
Establish a system where either partner can call a timeout during an argument that's becoming too intense or unproductive. Agree on a specific amount of time, e.g. 20 minutes or an hour, to separate and calm down before resuming the discussion. This technique prevents arguments from escalating and allows both partners to process their emotions and thoughts. It's important to always return to the conversation after the agreed upon time, rather than using the timeout as a way to avoid difficult topics. While it requires self-control to step away from a heated moment, this system can prevent damaging words or actions and lead to more constructive problem solving.
A timeout for kids, well, that works really well. I've done that and okay, let's go to your room for a little while to calm down. And people do calm down. And look, even in an adult situation, you'd be having a big argument and then the next day you think, geez, I've been a bit of a jerk. So timeout works. I just don't know about the wording of it. So personally, I think it would be better to say, hey, look, let's just take a break for a little while and talk about this in a little while. I don't know. The word timeout to your partner, I don't know, what do you think? Do you reckon it sounds aggressive or do you reckon it sounds great? If you can if you can share this on your social media and subscribe and all that sort of stuff, it'll really help. And look, is there something you want to know? Ask the question in the comments below. We do look at the comments. And if we can work it into a video and come up with a whole bunch of ideas for you, let's talk about it. See you next time.